Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Hazard has a new place to retire old flags in a respectful and traditional way. Plus, Lexington is honoring this year's Kentucky Derby winner in a way that will last forever.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6 a.m. on Wednesday, July 3rd. Now let's go ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. Nice start to the day. Not as pleasant as it was yesterday morning, unless you love the heat and humidity, and I know a number of you do. 70 outside our door. It's been a little bit of haze off in the distance the last hour, but nothing too bad at all. As you leave Hazard and head into Harlan, visibility's dropped down to 5 miles your way, so a few areas of fog this morning. Otherwise, it's warmer and, yes, more humid than it was 24 hours ago, as dew points are in the 60s, and they will continue to slowly rise, as you can see, toward Ashland at 72 and Louisville near 70. And when you get to that level, it's just muggy on the verge. Well, you get several days in a row of it, feeling oppressive. We're tracking a cold front that's sagging southeastward. It's not making it through here, but it will be able to bring down that complex of shower and thunderstorm action late in the day up toward Jackson, more so the 64 quarter into Lexington and over toward Liberty and Campbellsville. Our high today in Hazard, we keep it dry near 90. More about the First Alert 7-day forecast in this 6 o'clock hour. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. Yesterday was an exciting day for the bourbon industry in Eastern Kentucky, as Eastern Light Distilling out of Rowan County held a groundbreaking ceremony. State and local officials alongside Governor Andy Beshear celebrated the project, which is expected to open at the end of 2025. The 50,000 square foot full service distillery is to be built on a 230-acre lot. And the governor says it is a day worth celebrating in the mountains.
This is another step in bringing the Bourbon Trail, all the tourism dollars, and all the jobs to Eastern Kentucky. It's also about Cordell, but Caleb coming home, being able to bring new jobs and investment. That's the American dream, that's our Kentucky dream, and that's certainly an Eastern Kentucky dream.
Cordell Lawrence and Caleb Kilburn are the co-founders of Eastern Light Distilling. They say their focus is producing fine American whiskeys and are set to start filling barrels in early 2026. If you have a worn flag and you are not sure what to do with it, there is a new flag retirement kiosk specifically for that. Through a partnership with Boy Scout Troop 147, the UK Center of Excellence in Rural Health and Hazard has a kiosk where you can respectfully turn in the stars and stripes. Officials say the kiosk ensures the retirement of those flags will follow the U.S. flag code.
We have a lot of veterans that work for us here at the center, and a lot of families that have veterans in their families, and the American flag means a lot to us. It is still the biggest symbol of liberty and freedom in the U.S. today, and there's a proper way to display our flags. There's a proper way to dispose of our flags.
Again, that kiosk is located in Hazard outside of the doors to the UK Center of Excellence in Rural Health. It will accept flags 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are less than one day out from the 4th of July and one of America's favorite holiday traditions, the Independence Day cookout. But before you light the grill, make sure you're taking the proper precautions to keep your family's holidays safe. Officials say there tends to be an uptick in medical emergencies around this time of the year. Scott County Fire Department Battalion Chief Dennis Dickman says if you plan on grilling out, do it in a well-ventilated area and at a safe distance from buildings and combustible materials.
It's supposed to be raining this 4th of July. Some people, we've seen it, I've seen it, they'll bring the grill inside, and that can create carbon monoxide issues and cause some health issues and medical emergencies. So just use common sense and just everybody enjoy their summer and all the activities with it.
FEMA says an average of 6,500 grill fires result in nearly $27 million in property losses. One of Golden Eagles is hitting the racetrack fueled by the summer sun. The Johnson Central High School Eagle X team completed the work on its solar car with community support and a lot of work from students in 10 different learning pathways. The car is now ready for the Texas Motor Speedway, with 7 students planning to hit the road and see their solar car in action.
Especially with the help from our community, who's been a huge support for us, which is why we gave the car the title Hauler Pride, because, you know, we're the first team from this area to even attempt something like this. We want our community to be proud of us.
The students are preparing to take the car to Texas next week. They hope to represent the area and come home with a win. The city of Lexington is honoring Kentucky Derby 150 and Kentucky Oaks winning trainer Kenny McPeak. Mayor Linda Gorton proclaimed yesterday, July the 2nd, 2024, as Kenny McPeak Day. The highly accomplished trainer is from Lexington, the horse capital of the world. He helped guide Mystic Dan to the winner's circle in one of the closest races in Kentucky Derby history. Yesterday afternoon's proclamation brought up a sentimental time in McPeak's life.
And I'm so proud to have grown up here, and you know, I can actually drive. I could drive Lexington blindfolded since I was a boy. And anyway, thank you for everything. I don't even. I'm just. It's emotional.
As for Mystic Dan, McPeak has plans for him to run again in August.
Can completely appreciate what Kenny is saying there. You know a place so well, you can walk blindfolded through it. Congrats, Kenny. Enjoy the ride. 60 at Pikeville, 64 at London, 58 at Irvin, and 65 in Harlan. Oh, yeah, by the way, I may have an idea where Kenny could be during the month of August. All right, satellite weather composite showing some clouds coming in from the north and west. That is kind of a precursor of some of the action we'll have to deal with, some of us, this afternoon. We're good on the AM drive. It's the drive home as you get up toward Moorhead to Lexington and down toward Liberty and Danville that we run into the risk of a shower or storm. And the forecast high with a lot of sunshine persisting for the rest of us in Hazard up to 90. More about the holiday weekend forecast coming up in a few moments. Olivia?
Thank you, Tim, and thanks for joining Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. When we return, the Biden campaign is on damage control after his rocky debate as the president gives new explanation for his performance.